All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into the Year 2 playoffs with our Pittsburgh Penguins. We've had a very good year here in Pittsburgh. Last year, winning that Stanley Cup, and this year, winning that President's Trophy for best team during the regular season for this year. So, if we can go back and get to that Stanley Cup final, you never know, win it again. Well, that's back-to-back, like 2 very good years here for Pittsburgh, right? But we got a tough challenge in round number 1 because we've gone up against the Boston Bruins here. Now, this is only year 2, so I'd imagine they still have a lot of their players. Even a guy like Zdeno Chara hasn't retired just yet. And I really did jack up a lot of the Boston Bruin players, right? So even though their regular season record 37, 30, and 15, and ours is 53, 24, and 5, and we won the President's Trophy, this looks like a team that we may have a lot of trouble with, okay? So before we get started, let me just go to the settings and make sure to turn off or turn on the injuries and turn off the automated goalie rotations. All right, automated goalie rotations, and let me just make sure I didn't accidentally turn off anything. No, I didn't. All right, so there you go. So the injuries are back on, but we do have the depth to cover it. We have 3 good forwards that we can bring in and 3 good defensemen. And we also have Ray Whitney, who's going to stay on the third line for the playoffs because our team played so good post-trade deadline. I want to keep what we have going right now. It seems to be working. So coaching options, let's take a look at the team that we're going up against, the Boston Bruins. All right, so we know about us. Yeah. All right, so the Boston Bruins, their first line, Milan Lucic, 89, Bergeron, 92, and Brad Marchand, 86. All right, so it's a 3-2-way forward first line. I'd imagine their defensive categories are all pretty good. Patrice Bergeron, I know, has a good offensive category, so 92, it's a very good player. All right, so we got to watch out for that first line. Second line, you got Smith, 82, Krejci, 87, and Louis Eriksson, 85. I think Krejci and Eriksson are fine for that second line. I think Riley Smith might be a little low, but if his offensive categories are okay, it'll be fine. So that's a good second line as well. Third line, Kodalik, Kelly, and Karan. This third line has trailed off a little bit. I'd say Chris Kelly is fine for a third line center because he's got really good defensive stats. Jordan Karan and Alesh Kodalik, I'm not too sure about their stats, though. That looks a little bit weak for Boston. And then the fourth line, Frazier, Soderberg, and Bernier. You can't really judge fourth liners. They're all mid-70s, so I guess it's not bad. I'd say ours is better, but they have the studs up front. When it comes to defense, this is where it's going to become a big problem. Zdeno Chara, 95 defensive defenseman. His body checking and defensive categories are through the roof. So it's going to be tough to score a goal on that first line, especially with Seidenberg being an 87 defensive defenseman. Their second line, they picked up Michael Del Zotto. He's 84. Johnny Boychuk is an 84, so a nice 1-2 right there. And then the third line, Mitchell and McQuaid, 81s. That's a very good defensive core right there. A very good defensive core. More of a defensive defenseman core. There are 5 defensive defensemen, only 1 offensive defenseman. But still, with this guy in the net as well, Tuukka Rask, 90 overall, Jesus. We may have a tough time scoring goals, just like what happened when the Pittsburgh Penguins faced them in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago or a year ago. I forget when it was. So, it's looking like a tough series for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'll just show you our rosters again quickly so you can compare. You can see they're clearly a defensive team. They have all the 2-way forwards and the defensive defensemen. We're an offensive team. Now, even though we were top 5 for our goals for this year and top 5 for goals against, are we going to be able to score goals on Tuukka Rask, Zdeno Chara, Seidenberg, Bergeron, all those defensive players, right? It's going to be tough. And defensively, I think, they got the much better defensive team. I mean, we have our top 6, I'd say, is better, 82 and an 83. I think they had 2 81s, fine. But their top 4 was 2 84s, and their top 2 was a 95 and an 87, right? So, yeah, they definitely had the advantage defensively. And, good thing I checked that. I got to make sure that, the Flowers in the nets. Edit lines. Let me go over here. All right, Marc-Andre Fleury, so he's in the net now. All right, so we don't have to check any injuries because we just turned them on, so we know we don't have any to deal with. So let's just start round number 1. Before we do, let me just blow my nose. All right, that's much better. Can't be going into round number 1 with the stuffy nose, all right? So Here we go. Round number 1, game number 1 up against the Boston Bruins, the Pittsburgh Penguins. We have home ice advantage. Let's see if it's going to be our offense that hurts us or helps us. Because I think the Boston Bruins are going to be a defensive team here. We got to do what we did in the playoffs last year. Get those early goals. Crosby, you were great. Bobby Ryan was great in the finals as well, getting those early goals. We need them, especially against a team like the Boston Bruins, all right? So we have the power play here. Let's stop wasting time. Let's get right into it. First period. Yeah, baby. Ray freaking Whitney. Oh, man. What a trade at the trade deadline. It works out with the first goal of the game. Now, they are out shooting us 9-8. I guess it's kind of close, but, last year we were like double out shooting every team that we faced. I want to see that again, but they have a good defensive team. Second period, yeah, Bobby Ryan. All right, Bobby Ryan was very silent in last year's playoffs until the Stanley Cup Finals. So hopefully he learned from that and he can bring that throughout the whole entire playoff run now, right? So we're out shooting them now, 22-19. So it's still pretty close. But Marc-Andre Fleury, man, the playoffs apparently is where you play amazing. Come on, you got the routine in place. First fucking shot in the third period. Shouldn't have said anything. Come on now, boys. Kill it off for Marc-Andre. Get him a freaking goal. Power play? It's a long-ass power play. Where's the goal? Come on. Yeah! Sid the Kid Crosby. The captain steps up in the third period, and the Pittsburgh Penguins take game number 1 from the Boston Bruins. Remember, we were top 5 for goals for and top 5 for goals against. We can keep the puck out of the net as well, right? Crosby comes in. We have 39 shots to their 24. We really took it to them there in the third period. Boston scored a quick one in the first shot in the third period by Johnny Boychuk, but our team stepped up. Ray Whitney from Green and Smith, Bobby Ryan from Crosby, and Crosby from JVR and Ehrhoff. So the first line, Crosby, JVR, and Bobby Ryan all stepped up. Crosby 2 points, JVR, Bobby Ryan both had 1. And Chris Letang gets injured again with an injured foot. His estimated return is April 21st. Man, this guy gets injured a lot, doesn't he? Holy crap, we just lost our top 2 defensemen again. He got injured twice in the playoffs last year. Let's see that. What's his friggin' where is it? No. Durability. Where's durability? His physical categories. Durability is friggin' 85. What the hell? It's not that bad, is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This hurts us, boys. All right, so we got to bring up somebody here. Robidas, Dumoulin. You know what? Robidas was our go-to guy last year, I think. Yeah, I'll bring up Robidas. There you go. All right, so we'll get him in there. What do we do last? Okay, we had Andy Green, right? Larson, Ehrhoff. Let's go. Ooh, this is tough. This is a tough one. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And then Robidas right there. All right, we'll leave Ole Mata down here because I like Volchenkov. I want to keep I don't want to put 2 defensive defensemen together. Split them up. There you go. Yeah, that'll work. Ehrhoff, Green. Yeah, we'll put in Andy Green here. He's got in this spot before, and he's come out working and getting some wins, getting some points. So we'll go with Andy Green right there. Penalty kill, Green, Volchenkov, Ole Mata, and we'll go with Robidas. Robidas can kill the penalties. 4-on-4 lines, Green, Larson, Ehrhoff. I'll go with Green and Mata here. And then Volchenkov and Robidas. I know 2 defensive defensemen, but it's 4-on-4 lines. Crosby and Malkin, goaltender Marc-Andre, shootout. All right, there you go. So we've had our first injury of the playoffs. You know what I might do as well? I might go to the GM tracker right now and try to increase our injury, what's it called, stat or staff. Yeah, the staff. There you go. I'll try to increase that just because, man, if that's any, omen to where we're going to be this year, man, I do not want to have the kind of injuries that we had last year. There was like 3 or 4 last year. So I'll upgrade the medical staff 1. All right, hopefully that helps us out a little bit. Now, if we can just continue through this, he's coming back April 21st, so that's right here. So I'd imagine, even worst case scenario, he makes it back for this game. Worst case scenario, we're down 3-1 in the series. So Letang is going to make it back, but I don't want to talk about worst case scenario. We got to keep bringing it to them. Now that's a big loss though. Our top 2 defensemen right now, their defensive core looks a lot better than ours. So what are we going to do? Are the Pittsburgh Penguins going to continue to score in the first period? Let's go. First period, 2 goals, baby. Holy shit. Gino Malkin and Bobby Ryan. All these guys are playing big for us right now. 13-12 the shots. Marc-Andre, it's time for you to step up. Our offense stepped up. It's time for you to step up. Second period. Ooh, okay. Riley Smith got 1. 24 shots on the net. Marc-Andre allows 1 goal. I can understand that. Offense, I could use another one to give us the routine here in the third period. A 1-goal lead is not enough. It's just not enough. Come on now, offense. Oh, penalty kill. Good job, boys. Good job. Come on, no, penalty kill. Good job, boys. No, penalty kill. What the hell? Give us to one. There you go. There's a power play. Come on. Oh, penalty kill. Fourth one. And Marc-Andre Fleury. The defense and the penalty killers come through huge for the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Boston Bruins in that game. They had 4 power plays in the third period. All they needed to get was 1 goal. They had 38 shots on the net, but Marc-Andre Fleury had an outstanding game. Malkin from Bobby Ryan, JVR. Bobby Ryan from JVR. So JVR and Bobby Ryan both had 2-point nights. Malkin had a 1-point night. Crosby nothing, but he had 2 points in the game before. There you go. So even though we've only scored 5 goals in 2 games, which I guess is all right, it's been our top players. Oh, man. Jesus. Jaromir Jagr's been injured with a hip pointer. His estimated return is May 15th. Oh, that's a long injury. All right, this is what I mean, boys. Our top 6 is taking a big hit. We've lost Chris Letang now, and now Jaromir Jagr. All right, but this is exactly why I made this trade for what's his name? Ray Whitney. All right, he can slot up here with Malkin and Hornqvist, nice and perfectly. And then these guys, Joe Ward, Clowe. There we go. We bring back the third line that won us the Stanley Cup last year with Clowe, Smith, and Ward. And we bring back Spalling, who was on the first line for us all year. Or not the first line, the fourth line for us all year until we made that trade and he got sent back down. All right, so we still bring in, and there you go. So if you compare this team to the team that won last year, it's just Jagr taken out and Whitney being put in. I think we had Greening as well instead of Spalling. But there you go. There's that trade for Ray Whitney. That's exactly why I did it, boys. All right, same. We got to get him right here. I figured eventually we would lose somebody in the top 6. We got lucky last year. We lost a lot of defensemen. But this year, there you go. There's that injury to the top 6. That hurts us too, because what's his name? Jaromir Jagr was a great performer for us last year, especially in the deep rounds. So, I mean, he could do it again. There you go. We got to get there now. All right, so Jaromir Jagr has been injured. Chris Letang has been injured. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 2 games in, and they've already lost 2 core players, 2 key contributors. Jesus, man, the injury bug. All right, we got Chris Letang back. Oh, my God, these injuries. These line changes. Robidas. All right, Robidas. I'm going to scratch you. Get Letang back in here. All right, let's do a whole change-up. There you go, Letang. Yep, that was it. Green, we're just going to switch you with Letang. There you go. Green, we're going to switch you with Letang. Penalty kill. Robidas with Letang. Whoops. There you go. 3-man penalty kill, Letang. Very nice. 4-on-4 lines. It was Mata. Yes, Mata. Mata I replaced with Letang, and then Mata goes to this line back here. All right. Yep. That's taken care of. Very good, very good, very good. Yes, all right, so let's go. Hopefully we can get through a game now without having to change my lines. Holy crap. All right, so we're going to Boston. It's a crazy atmosphere, all right? It's unfriendly territory right here. The Boston Bruins fans are going crazy, and they want us to mess up. It's hard to play in Boston, all right, on the road. But come on, boys, let's show them that we put that Eastern Conference Final behind us from a few years ago. First period, yeah, baby. Sidney Crosby getting a power play goal in the first period to give the Pittsburgh Penguins that lead once again. That's the 3rd time, I believe, that we've had the lead in the game, man. That's huge, all right? That's a power play goal as well, but they're out shooting us 12-5. Second period, Michael Del Zotto answers with 2. A wrist shot from the top of the circle and a slap shot from the point. Power play goal and a 5-on-5 goal. Man, the Boston Bruins, they seem to be like the better team in this game. Look at that, 25 shots to 9. All right, come on now, boys. The game's not over. I know they're playing much better, but it's not over. Power play? No. Couldn't. Power play? No. Power play? The rest are on our side this game. No, couldn't score it. 5 minutes left. No, it's just not going to happen. Now, the Boston Bruins are not going to be a team that we're just going to romp and stomp over, boys. All right. I mean, Jesus, this is a tight series right here. The Pittsburgh Penguins could only muster 1 goal for that game, and the Boston Bruins win 2-1. So it's been a 3-1, 2-1, 2-1 series so far. Very tight. Very tight. Let's see if we have any injuries. Oh, my God. Zach Smith has now been injured with a sore knee. His estimated return is April 29th. This is ridiculous, man. Every game I have an injury. Like, what the fuck? Well, at least I have the injury, what's it called? At least I have the depth to cover it now, but this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. Like, it's 3 games and 3 injuries. Like, Jesus, man. Gotch. All right, so Gotch's going to go in there. Rich Peverly's going to move up. All right, so you can see why the trades at the trade deadline really helping us out right here. Really helping us out. Peverly, you're going to move up there, and we'll get Gotch on the second line penalty kill. There you go. Peverly and Gotch. Gotch was our penalty killer when we won the Stanley Cup, so he can do it again. Newt. It's going to be Gotch. There you go. All right. I think that's it. 4-on-4 lines. We'll go with Peverly, sure. Extra attacker. All right. So another game and more line changes. For God's sakes, ridiculous. All right, so let's go to game number 4 now. The Pittsburgh Penguins have that 2-1 series lead. It's a very tight series so far, very much a defensive series. So getting that first goal of the game is necessary, but you need to follow it up as well. We got the first goal, but we couldn't get any others, right? So I want to get that first goal of the game. Keep doing what you guys are doing, but you got to follow it up. You can't just rely on one goal, all right? So on the road again, what are the Pittsburgh Penguins going to do in the first period? First period, yeah, baby. Bobby Ryan again and Andy Green. Now, Milan Lucic got one back for Boston. But again, the Pittsburgh Penguins open up with the first goal of the game. And we got 2 for us this time. And we're out shooting them 12-5. So this is looking like a better game already. Second period. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Chris Kelly, power play goal. Patrice Bergeron, power play goal. So we allowed ourselves to get a little bit, unorganized there, taking penalties, you know. And it came back to bite us in the ass. 2 power play goals. At least Hornqvist, though, tied up the game. So they have 3 goals on 14 shots. We have 3 goals on 20 shots. It's going to be a close game. All this defensive gameplay, it's going to blow off right now in an offensive juggernaut. There you go. Chris Letang come back from his injury. He gets the 4th goal of the game. Will that be enough? No, it won't. Torrey Krug, another offensive defenseman, scores for Boston. It's going to have to be a 5-goal game for some team here. What's going to happen here in the 3rd period? Are we going to overtime? Yes, we are. Power play to start the overtime. Come on, Pittsburgh. Oh, we couldn't take advantage of it. 4-4 game. Both goalies. Oh, penalty kill. Good job, boys. Both goalies are playing good. Oh, and Carl Soderberg gets a slap shot from the blue line. And the Boston Bruins score 5 on Marc-Andre Fleury to win in overtime. That was a crazy game, boys. That was the offense coming out in that game, all right? Bobby Ryan from JVR, Green from JVR, Malkin, Hornqvist from Malkin, Letang from JVR. The wingers on the first 2 lines are doing great. Hornqvist, JVR, and Bobby Ryan. No, I can't really blame. I don't really know who to blame that game. I guess you can kind of blame. Holy shit! Another injury. 4 games, another injury. Ray Whitney's been injured with a mild concussion. His estimated return is April 30th. What the hell is going on, man? 4 games, 4 injuries. This is ridiculous. Now I've lost 2 players in my top 6 now, so now I need to move up somebody. So it'll be Chloe. We'll get a power forward on that second line. Jesus, man. This is ridiculous. These injuries are ridiculous. Holy fuck. This is why I turn them off, boys. They happen for no reason. Your teams can't play through them. Like, 4 injuries in 4 straight games. Give me a break, man. Somebody play through it. Colin Greening, all right? So we'll bring in Colin Greening down there. I'll switch him with Spalling. There you go. All right, so our team is looking a little slow right now. Definitely a little slow. We'll have to go with... We'll have to go with Chloe on the power play. There you go. Big body in there. Maybe he can do something. 4-on-4 lines. Peverly and, yeah, whatever. Chloe. All right, there you go. Extra attackers, goalies, shootouts. Hang on. Whoa. Shootout doesn't really matter, so we'll just go with Letang. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. All right, there you go. So more injuries for the Pittsburgh Penguins to deal with right here. More freaking injuries. I don't believe this, man. This is incredible. The amount of stuff that we have to go through. 4 games, 4 injuries. Now, we've had the Chris Letang come back, which is fair enough, right? But holy crap. So it's a 2-2 series. I mean, we're back to square one. So let's go. You know what? Actually, hang on 1 second. There we go. 20 minutes in. Don't want to lose anything. So, 2-2 series. Game number 5. We've been good on home ice so far against the Boston Bruins. Every team that's had home ice has won, so it's good to see our home fans again. We got to win this game, all right? And it'd be nice if we could get through a goddamn game without an injury, all right? I'm gonna call you guys out on that. Take care of yourselves and beefing up and stay away from those huge body checks. Holy crap. All right, so here we go. First period. Yeah, baby. Again, the Pittsburgh Penguins open up the goal scoring. All right, we've done that every damn game this series, it seems like. Boys, it's time for you to just step up and continue this, all right? Marc-Andre Fleury, you had a bad game the last one. I expect you to step up and play good this game. Here we go. Second period. Yeah, baby. Bobby Ryan gets a power play goal. All right, so Gino Malkin scores and Bobby Ryan. Bobby Bobby Ryan, ever since the Stanley Cup Finals from last year, continuing through this year, he's been a playoff performer, so I appreciate it. And we have 20 shots to their 12. 2-goal lead, all right? Marc-Andre, you got the routine in place. Oh, my, again, the first shot in the third period. Oh, no! 2 power play goals just like that. And the Boston Bruins, I don't believe it. 2 power play goals. Again, the game's not over. Hang on. No, it is over! Milan Lucic scores with 5 minutes left. And the Boston Bruins come into Pittsburgh, and they just eat them alive in the third period. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We had this game. 30 shots. We only scored 2 goals. 24 shots, and they got 3 on Marc-Andre Fleury. He did not have a good third period right there. I know there were 2 power play goals, but still, man. It was like 2 shots on 2 power play goals. Then Milan Lucic scores a wrist shot from all the way over there. Oh, and the Boston Bruins, they take a 3-2 series lead, boys. I thought we had this game. Malkin got the first goal of the game. Bobby Ryan from JVR. They're doing good, JVR and Bobby Ryan. Crosby's been a little bit quiet. All right, but there it is. 3 games in a row now. And another freaking injury. 5 games, 5 injuries. This is ridiculous. No, this is ridiculous. I've hit some sort of glitch or something like that. I must have. 5 games, 5 injuries. It's hilarious. This is freaking hilarious. All right, Volchenkov, get up there. I need some defensive defensemen in there. All right, we'll go Robidas in there. But this is ridiculous. This shouldn't be happening this much. Volchenkov. 4-man power play. Volchenkov. Penalty kill. 4-on-4 lines. There you go, Robidas. And yep, that works. Extra attackers. Man, I wanna maybe take out Fleury, but there's no point. He's our man. We gotta go with him. Just sucks. Last few games, man, he's really not played well. He had the game number 4 where he allowed 4 goals in the first 3 periods. The overtime goal, fine, but the 4 goals. And then that game, he allowed 3 goals in the third period when we had a 2-0 lead. 3 goals in the third period, man. I cannot allow that. All right, so game number 6 on the road, which isn't too good. The Boston Bruins have won 3 games in a row. It's the injuries. The injuries are killing us. We were great in the first 2 games, and then the injury bug. 5 games after every single game, I've had an injury to deal with. All right, every single game. It's ridiculous. So game number 6 in Boston. Boys, this could be it. I mean, Mario Lemieux wants the dynasty, a first-round exit after a Stanley Cup win. That really brings it down. All right, so come on, boys. You know what? We're doing a real-time simulation the whole game. Let's go. Pittsburgh Penguins score there in the first period. Come on, power play. It's all right. That's all right. At least we're out shooting them right now. And Blake Como opens up the goal scoring for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, I'm not going to go crazy just yet because we've had the first goal of the game the last few ones, and it hasn't mattered. We've had the first goal of the game the entire series, and we're down 3-2 right now, right? So, boys, it's nice that you get the first goal, but you have to keep on pushing forward. All right, let's go. Let's go right through them. Come on now, second period. Come on, penalty kill. Oh, shorthanded goal for JVR, the penalty kill. I don't know why JVR's on the penalty kill, but whatever. Good job. Bergeron, he scores on Marc-Andre Fleury. Yes, Christian Ehrhoff gets one back, though. Getting our 2-goal lead back. Penalty kill. Good job, boys. Good job. All right. Third period in Boston. It's on the line here, boys. Now, I mean, just Marc-Andre, you got to start the period the right way, right? The last few thirds where we had the lead, you'd allow goals so quickly, like the first shot of the game. Get to the 15-minute mark, all right? Just break it apart in 4 quarters. 15 to 10 to 5 to 0. Get to 15 first for me, all right? Come on. Get to 15. Get to 15. Get to 15. Come on. There, now get to 10. Get to 10. Get to 10. Now get to 5. Come on, Marc-Andre Fleury. Now get to 0, Marc-Andre Fleury. Yeah! And the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Boston Bruins in Boston. 3-1 in game number 6. And we're going to 7, boys. We are going to 7. What a series it's been. Blake Como gets a goal and Ehrhoff an assist. JVR from Letang and Mata. Ehrhoff from Peverley and Volchenkov. So we've had points from everywhere now. Crosby's been a little bit silent the last little bit, so I'm going to call out Sid the Kid. I want Sid the Kid right now, all right? I want him right now for this series. Do we have anybody coming back? Oh, Zach Smith's available to play in the team's next game. We got to get him back in here. Gotch, you've been nice, but I'm going to scratch you for Zachy Smith. There you go. And Zach Smith, you're going to come right up here. Yep, that's good. Penalty kill line. Zach Smith's got to go in there as well instead of Gotch. There you go. That'll help out our penalty kill. Zach Smith. See, I don't know why JVR got a penalty kill goal, but whatever. Zach Smith. Very nice. All right, that should be all. No, it's probably 4-on-4 lines. Peverly's probably on the 4-on-4 lines. Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, boys, so here we go. Game number 7. It's been a wild series back and forth. All right, but the Pittsburgh Penguins, maybe we have the momentum right now. All right, we need everybody to step up, but the person that I need the most is Sidney Crosby. I need our captain. All right, he needs to step up in a big way for us. Marc-Andre Fleury, you as well. But Crosby, Malkin, and Fleury, all right? Let's go. Are the core players going to take this team? Or are we going to have a first-round exit, an embarrassing exit after a President's? Bobby Ryan, another goal in the first period. All right, power play. Oh, Oli Mad. Oh, man, it happened so quick I didn't even notice. Oh, my God, Oli Mad got a second goal for us. And we'll... Oh, Sidney Crosby! Oh, man, I was going to stop the simulation. Shit, whatever, we'll just keep on going here. It's a 3-1 game. It's a 3-2 game. Marchand has 2 goals in the second period. 3-2, come on, man. Freaking 2 goals on 11 shots or whatever it is. What the hell? Stop the simulation. Stop the simulation. All right, boys, so we've had a crazy Game 7 so far. The first period, Bobby Ryan scores, Oli Mata scores, and Sidney Crosby gets a wrist shot from there. I don't know how he scored it. Whatever, though, I'll take it. All right, but then the second period, the Boston Bruins come marching back. Brad Marchand gets a backhand from in tight. Then he gets a snapshot from the top of the circles on the power play. So we have 25 shots. They only have 12. We seem like we're the better team, but we're only up by 1. In the third period, they've proven they can come back. What's going to happen here in Game 7 in Pittsburgh? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Penalty kill. Penalty. It's a long one. Marc-Andre Fleury. I could use a goal, but if the defense and our goalie can play for us. Oh, Ryan Clough on the second line. And the Pittsburgh Penguins came back, and they're going to the second round, beating out the Boston Bruins. Holy shit, what a series, boys. That one was a crazy one, but Pittsburgh Penguins win in 7. Crosby had an assist on the first goal of the game. He had a goal on the third goal of the game, and yeah, so Crosby had a 2-point night. Bobby Ryan, yeah, Jesus, man. Malkin had a 1-point night as well. Ryan Clough had that goal in the third period to give us the 2-goal lead. What a huge freaking series that was. Oh my goodness gracious. Hang on 1 second, I want to make sure I don't lose that. Woo! My goodness, great. I'm shaking a little bit. That was a great series right there. So even though we had all the injuries in the world, we had like 5 different injuries after 5 games. Game 6 and Game 7, we got lucky with the injury bug. I guess the game can't give us any more injuries, man. We had so many to deal with. All right, but we made it through the Boston Bruins, a very tough team with a very tough roster. All right, I mean... This is setting up a very nice second year for the Pittsburgh Penguins, all right? We've won the Stanley Cup last year. We won the President's Trophy, and now we beat the Boston Bruins in round number 1. And we got to face the New York Rangers in round number 2, who have a very similar record. We just beat them for the President's Trophy. I mean, look at that, 52-26-4. We're 53-24-5, right? Very similar, but we have home ice advantage, right? But look at all those injuries. Ray Whitney's 2 days. Jaromir Jagr's 2 weeks. Zach Smith 1 day. Hornqvist 1 day. Larson 3 weeks. Fucking injuries. We'll simulate up a day here just to see if I have anybody coming back. Okay, so Ray Whitney is back. All right, so that's good news. Ray Whitney, is that it? Yeah, okay, so we have Ray Whitney back, all right, but we have the New York Rangers to go up again. So let's take a look at the stats here for the players, see who did what for us during the round here. I think Bobby Ryan, man. Bobby Ryan really played good for us. He had a lot of points. Yeah, there it is. 5 goals as well. So going back to the Stanley Cup Finals from last year, you know, Bobby Ryan in the 2 rounds now, he's been a fantastic point performer for us, all right? JVR, he was the assist man, 9 points in 7 games played. So Bobby Ryan and JVR leading the pack. I like that. Crosby, 5 points, all right? He only had 3 points in 6 games played, but that last game he had a 2-point night, all right? So that was good. And I'm sure he'll wake up, just like Malkin, only 5 points, right? But you have more than just Crosby and Malkin on this team now. With JVR and Bobby Ryan, they're also snipers, 87. You know, they need help. And JVR and Bobby Ryan, they showed up for us big time. Ryan Clough, 2 points. Everyone else, 1 point, it looks like, yeah. See what I mean? We really didn't have the depth goal scoring in this series. It was really our top 6. Like, it was Bobby Ryan, JVR, Crosby, and Malkin who got it done offensively for us. That was good. Defensively, Letang, even though he got injured, he still had 5 points. That's good. All right, and Marc-Andre Fleury, yeah, he did not have the kind of series that he was having last year with that 5-4 game and another 3-goal in the third period game. But at the end of the day, he's still our goalie. He still got us through the series. He still had 4 good games. His goals against average is respectable, 2.17, and a save percentage of 92.50. We still need him, all right? We still need him. So he had a little bit of a shaky time there, but game number 7, he only allowed 2 goals. Game number 6, he only allowed 1 goal. All right, these 2, yeah, those were bad games. Game number 3, he only allowed 2. Game number 1, he only allowed 1. And game number 3, 2. Game 2, 1. And game 1, 1, right? So it was just games 4 and 5 that he went a little bit south. All right, but he's still our goalie, and we need him. So there you go, boys. If you have any suggestions for how we should arrange our lines now with the injuries coming back and all that, let me know. Here are the playoff tree for your Elite 8. In the West, you have Phoenix versus San Jose, Chicago versus Colorado, Toronto versus Buffalo, and your Pittsburgh Penguins versus the New York Rangers. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.